Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video today I'm going to be showing you how I meditate, hence why I'm sitting on the floor cross-legged. So I would make a quick video to show you exactly how to do it, how I do it, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about it and tell you a bit of information about meditation. That rhymed. I originally started to meditate to help me with my sleep because I was really having trouble with sleep. I had long-term chronic insomnia, which was really not fun, and I was really trying everything under the sun to try and help me and try and get me to sleep properly at night and to get back into a healthy sleeping routine. And honestly, meditation is the only thing that worked for me. I'm going to make a whole video on the insomnia thing because I know it's quite a common thing for people to suffer with, and I feel like I have some really good tips and tricks to share with you, so that video is going to be coming soon. But you don't have to have insomnia to start meditating. It is good for all aspects of your life, which I didn't expect. I really had kind of a one-track mind when I started meditating. That was my goal, that was what I wanted. I just wanted to sleep at night. But I realised there were so many other positive benefits that I was getting from meditating every day. I realised that even when I didn't sleep properly, if I meditated that day, I would always still feel happy and calm. Like, you just have like an inner happiness and it stays with you throughout the whole day, which is really nice. You also become a lot more calmer as a person. I mean, look, I was never like a crazy, raging, angry person before, but I have to say, since I started meditating, it's almost like your reactions are calmer. And I really looked into the science of meditation and what it does to the brain and everything. I'll give you a quick recap. So basically, the front part of the brain is called the prefrontal cortex, and this is the most newly evolved part of the brain. Not all animals have this part of the brain, and humans have the most highly developed prefrontal cortexes. And when we meditate, this is the part of the brain that we're exercising, so it's literally like a workout for the brain. This part of the brain also controls your memory, your decision making, your thoughts, your emotions. It regulates so many different things. So when you meditate, you're improving all of those qualities. And we also have a part of the brain called the amygdala, which is, I don't really know where it is, somewhere in the middle, I guess. All animals have an amygdala, and it is basically kind of flight or fight response. And when we meditate, what happens is it relaxes the amygdala, and then you use more of your prefrontal cortex. And that stays with you, not just while you meditate, but that will just become part of you in your daily life. So you won't react to things out of anger or frustration, or you won't get so scared. It's really weird. Like, I was on a helicopter not long ago, and I'm so scared of heights, especially helicopters. I'd never got on one before. I was so calm, and I know normally I would have been freaking out, hyperventilating. Because I've been meditating every day, I just felt calm. Like, I was aware that we might crash and die. Like, those thoughts are still there, the fear's still there, but I react to things so much more differently now. So that's a really good beneficial factor as well. So yeah, it enables you to think kind of more logically and calmly. It also sharpens your focus, your concentration. Sometimes you might find it hard to concentrate, or your mind wanders every 2 seconds. That is completely normal. When you practice meditation, it trains your mind to stay concentrated on one thing. So you're training your brain to stay focused on whatever it is you're focusing on. This is going to help you with anything you do in life, with your work, with your social life. It's going to help you stay more in the present because you keep bringing your attention back to the present when your mind wanders. It helps you not get attached so much to your thoughts. A lot of the time, this could be, I mean, I'm such a daydreamer, and it's not bad to daydream, but honestly, since I started meditating, I'm so much more back into reality. Also, if you have thoughts that are maybe bringing you down or not so nice, then it kind of helps you keep distance from them, and you realize as you meditate, like, you are not your thoughts. You're separate from your thoughts, which is a really nice feeling. I don't have so many self-depreciating thoughts in general, because I tend to be quite a positive, optimistic person, but just thoughts, good or bad, you just realize that they kind of come and go, and they're not permanent things, and they don't define you. You'll also find you're going to have so much more energy throughout the day. I meditate twice a day for 10 minutes. I say every day and I aim to do that every day, but sometimes of course it's just not possible. But I always try to do it for at least 10 minutes a day. And it's something that the more you do it, the more benefits you're going to feel. When I first started, 10 minutes really felt like a lifetime while I was trying to meditate. So I started off by doing maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and then I worked my way up eventually to doing 10 minutes. And the more you get used to it, the more immune to time you become. First started meditating, I had to always use a timer to know, otherwise I would have no idea how long the time is. But I don't have to use a timer anymore. I kind of just know when the 10 minutes is up, which will happen over time gradually. But also it doesn't feel like it's dragging so much, even though I'm aware of the time. It's like I'm not always thinking about the time. It's like the more you practice it, the more you learn to let go and go deeper into the meditation, and then the faster the time goes. So if it's your first time meditating and you feel like it's taking ages and you're getting really impatient, then please just bear with it, because it does get easier over time the more you do it. So there's 3 different types of meditation. Number 1, and the one we're going to be doing today, is called focused attention meditation. This is where we choose a body part or something to focus on. It's generally the breathing. You can focus on the rise and fall of the chest, kind of on your septum is where most people tend to focus, or you can feel the breath on the top lip. I tend to do either the septum or the top lip. And this is the one that trains your brain the most to stay focused and really works on your concentration. And this is technically the hardest type, because you'd have to put kind of more effort into doing this one than, say, transcendental meditation, which is the second type of meditation. And with this one, you have to actually go on a course to do this. You have to be taught by a teacher. You can try and do it yourself, and I have tried to do it myself, and I can do it, but I understand why you need a teacher, because with this type you have to use a mantra and you have to learn how to use the mantra properly. The third type is called open monitoring meditation, and when you do this meditation you kind of just focus on staying in the present and you witness your thoughts kind of going by, but you don't judge them, you don't get attached to them, you let them be. You don't try and redirect your attention to anywhere, you just kind of just watch them go by and like I said, not get attached. So those are the 3 main types of meditation, and you'll feel benefits with any of them. Focused attention meditation is the one that really changed my life initially and helped reducing my stress, helped me sleep at night, and I felt amazing benefits. Also, by exercising our brains every day, we're so much less likely to develop health problems to do with our brain or our minds later on down the line. So if you can imagine somebody that's physically fit going running every day, they're probably a lot less likely to develop health problems physically than somebody who's kind of just sitting around on the sofa all day not really doing much, because they're just more fit and more active and they're looking after their bodies. And that's the same for the mind. So when we meditate, we exercise our mind, and by doing this consistently, as we get older, our minds are going to stay strong, and it will be a lot less likely for us to develop any health problems like dementia, Alzheimer's. Oh, I hate even saying those words. Another thing that meditation does, which it's kind of, I guess, more of like the spiritual side of it. You just feel so much more connected to the universe. I know I sound like such a hippie, but you really do. It makes you feel more connected to other people, animals, plants, just the world itself. It's really crazy. And then it makes you more compassionate towards them as well. Like, it just makes you care so much more, because you realize like you're part of them and everything's kind of all one. I sound like such a hippie, but when you meditate, like, you will feel that. It just brings that feeling to you. I don't know why, it just does. You also realize how expansive your mind is. I mean, when I think back to myself about 5, 6, 7 years ago, I really just feel like I had such a small, narrow mind. I was very like caught up in my own thoughts and my own little world, walking around in my own little bubble. And now I started meditating, I just realized like my mind has just expanded so much. I'm so much more open-minded. I think really always about like the bigger picture. I think so much more logically now. I don't really think of myself that much. I'm like more giving to other people. I don't know, it changes you into a more compassionate person, and that's really nice and it feels good. You'll be happier. Just like when I meditate, I am just happy throughout the day, and it's really something that just stays with you. Even if I skip a day of meditation or 2, I'm overall just a happier person. Okay, so in the video today, I'm not going to sit here for 10 minutes like this. I'm going to switch the screen to a nice picture of, I don't know, something beautiful, maybe some nice scenery or something, and I'm going to put some meditation music on. You don't have to listen to this music. I personally like to meditate to silence. The more silent, the better for me personally, but some people do like to use meditation music. It's really up to you, but see how you go. You can do it more than once and see which one you prefer. You can sit in any position. I find it really comfortable to sit here with my legs crossed, but if you don't find that comfortable, then you can sit on a chair with your legs on the floor, or just kind of make sure your posture is nice and upright and your shoulders are relaxed and you're not tensing anywhere. And so we're going to focus on our breathing. So we're focusing on this part of our nose, our septum. So what we do is we close our eyes, we breathe through the nose, and you just really want to breathe normally. You don't want to try and control it, you don't want to force it, you don't want to do anything to change it. You're just kind of noticing how it is and how it feels naturally, kind of just observing it and noticing what you can feel in that area. Naturally, your mind is going to try and wander, and you're going to have some thoughts coming to your head. Whenever this happens, first thing to do is to realise that you are having a thought, and then you just bring your attention back onto the spot which you were focusing on before. And yeah, you just keep doing this repetitively. It's supposed to be repetitive. Your mind is supposed to wander. If your mind wasn't wandering and you were having no thoughts coming to your head, then this exercise really wouldn't be working. So don't get frustrated with yourself if every 2 seconds there's a new thought. Some days your mind is going to be busier than other days. Some days it's like it's my first time ever meditating and I really struggle. Then other days I close my eyes and I sit here for like 20 minutes and it feels like 2 minutes. There is a fly in this room. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably going to land on my nose while I'm meditating. Okay, so I'm going to start the 10 minutes now. So make sure you're comfortable. Sit down, close your eyes, choose that one spot to focus on, and just really notice how it feels when your breath goes in and when your breath goes out. Try to stay with the breath as it goes all the way in, and try to stay there in the space in between your breaths, and then follow it all the way out again. Any thoughts that come into your head, just acknowledge them and let them drift away again, and bring your attention back to the spot that you are focusing on. Sometimes if I have a thought and it keeps coming back, I like to imagine that it's on a cloud and the cloud's just drifting away past me. You can even imagine all your thoughts are on clouds and you're just watching them drift past. I always just feel like super calm, and I have just a sense of like peace and serenity. Just notice how you feel now after you've meditated. I mean, whenever I finish meditating, I always feel super nice and relaxed, and just my mind is so peaceful and at ease. And what happens is you take a bit of that with you throughout your day, and it is good to do it twice a day, but like I said, if you can just do it once a day, even that is going to change your life. And you know what, 10 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day if you can is really not a long time to spend on something that is going to improve your life dramatically. So I hope you guys like the video. I hope you all feel amazing after your meditation. Let me know if you like this video, because if you did, I'm really happy to make more of these types of videos for you guys if you are getting into it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think, and if you managed to stick it out until the end of the 10 minutes, and if you think it's something that you would incorporate into your daily routine. And always remember that no matter how you feel or whatever's going on in your life, this calmness that you feel right now after meditating is always deep inside of you, and you can access it anytime you want. Hope you all have an amazing day, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Love you guys.